Hello friends, yesterday I recorded a video and published on my YouTube channel and I tried to explain what is my workflow to set up the SDXL in ComfyUI, and I tried to explain all the things step by step. But in this video I want to create everything from zero, and I will try to re-explain all these nodes, and I will go one by one with you. Okay, so this was the workflow, and you can see that I have two different prompts. One prompt is for CLIPG and one other prompt is for CLIPL or TextL. Okay, so let me clear my screen, and after that start to create a new workflow. Okay, before that I will make another screen for myself and starting the job. Okay, so the first node that I am using is from the WAS suite. I'm going to the text, and this is the node that I want to use. This is text multi-line. Okay, and you can write text in this node in some different lines. Okay, and I will rename that to art medium only for my detection. Okay, and also I want to change the color to green because I want to change my positive prompts, all my positive prompts, to green. Okay, so I have one string for art medium. I will create the second multi-line string, and in the second one I want to explain my prompt. Okay, and also I need one outer. Okay, this one, the third one, is using for CLIPL, so I will rename that to CLIPL. And also it's better, based on my experience, it's better to use some art medium and or some elements that are that you have in your prompt. Okay, so here I have 3 positive prompts and I need one negative prompt. Okay, so rename that. And I prefer to change the color to the red. Okay, so after that I prefer to use 2 different text box for writing my prompt. It's personal, also you can merge these 2 in one. Okay, but I prefer to use them. And now I want to merge these texts. Okay, so I need a node for merging the texts. So again, I'm going to the WAS, and here you can see there are some different nodes for merging the texts. I prefer to use the text concatenate. I will connect the first one to the text A and the second one to the text B. So automatically it will merge your text and make one block. It's on. And also after that I need one outer text concatenate, and I want to merge also these informations. Okay, but the second one will be used for the refiner. Okay, the next thing that I am going to add is CLIPTextEncodeSDXL. So just write SDXL text encode. Oh, yes, exactly. This one. Okay, and here you can see in this node, we have to write two prompts. One of them will be used for the clip G and one other will be used for the clip L. Okay, and based on my experience, the clip G will explain your prompt as a sentence, and clip L should point to the element or art medium that you have in your clip G. It's the rule that I figured out. So for changing the clip G and the clip L to the input, I should right click on the node and click here. Convert text G to input and convert text L to input. Here you can see we have two inputs. After merging these two art medium and prompt, I will connect them to the text G, and our prompt for the clip L should connect to the text L. Okay. Here also you can see there are some resolutions that we have to adjust in CLIPTextEncode, and I figured out that it's very better. For example, if you want to execute your prompt in the resolution of 1024, it's better to define the double dimension for the width and height in CLIPTextEncode. And also I think it's very easier to change this node. So I will convert width to input, I will convert height to input, and also the target width and the target height. Okay, and now I want to work with score rendering. So the only thing that now I need is going to utility, add a primitive node. If you connect the first primitive to the width, after that you can see some number here. Okay, so you can connect this primitive to these four nodes. Okay, so let me change the color of other ones to the green, so all of them are for my positive prompt. And this is some controller for the clip text, so I prefer to change my controller colors to purple, and set up the CLIPTextEncodeSDXL is ready. Okay, now I need a checkpoint loader. I'm using the simple version, and I am loading the SDXL base here. Okay, and I need a sampler. For the sampler, I prefer to use the advanced sampler. Okay, K-sampler advanced, because I figured out using and working with advanced sampler, it's better. Also, you can use other sampler type, but based on my experience for SDXL, I prefer to use this one. So I will connect the model to model, and the clip output from the checkpoint should connect to the CLIPTextEncode. and the conditioning should connect to the positive, and this was our negative prompt. I'm coming here, add a reroute, change the reroute color to red, and also I need a CLIPTextEncode, and for the normal CLIPTextEncode I have to convert text to input, connect the string to the text, again change the color to the red, and connect the clip from the load checkpoint to the clip, and connect the conditioning to negative. Okay, and also we need a latent image, so I'm clicking and dragging and setting the empty latent image with the resolution of 1024 in 1024. Okay, so I have this negative, I have this reroute. Now I have to load the refiner. Okay, for the refiner I need to load a checkpoint, and in the second checkpoint I am using the SDXL refiner, and also I need a sampler. For the sampler also I have to use some adjustment, because I need two sampler, and it's better to control the parameter from some global points. So for example, the parameters like step, like CFG, and some other parameters. So let me right click on this sampler and convert the steps to input, convert the CFG to input, convert the noise seed, yes, noise seed to input. And now again you need some primitive node. Go to the utility, primitive, connect the primitive to a step, create another primitive and connect that to the noise seed, add another primitive, utility, primitive, and this time connect that to the CFG. Again, I prefer to move them on top and change the color to purple. Okay, so and rename them, because I should be able to understand, for example, what is this. So I'm doing right click on this node, go to the title, and this one is CFG. The other one, this one is a step, and this one is seed. Okay. In the second checkpoint, I have to load the refiner, SDXL refiner version. I need text encoder for the refiner, right? SDXL here, and you can see the node CLIPTextEncodeSDXL It needs clip input. Oh, excuse me, this one. Again, it needs some dimension and it needs some prompt. I will convert the dimension and also the prompt to input. So the prompt that should go to the SDXL refiner, again, based on my experience, you can test that on your computer and in your workflow, but I prefer to use all of these positive prompts in SDXLrefiner. So I use this node, and in this node I have combined all of these prompts into one node, and I will connect that to the text. Also it needs width and height, so I am using this one from here and adjust the resolution. I will use the double dimension. For example, here is 1024. Here I will use 2048, and it will set all of this parameter. Okay, so now we need a sampler. Just click and copy. Before that, adjust the sampler. Place your sampler name to ddime. You can test that, but it's working very, very good. And copy the advanced sampler. For the first sampler, you should define the end at a step. For example, this time I want to stop at the step of the 20, and let's set up my step. Totally I need 40 steps. This sample will working from 0 to 20. After that, the information that is processed from the latent going to the next sampler, and the next sampler will continue the processing from 20 until the end. Okay. The next sampler need input, need positive prompt that is coming from conditioning, need negative prompt. Again, we have to make conditioning for the negative prompt. So here I will make a copy from the negative prompt, but this time for this clip text encode, I will use this clip. The clip should come from the refiner. Okay, don't forget that. And it needs a text input. I will use that and connect the conditioning to the negative, because this is my negative prompt. And also again, I want to change these colors. Using the colors, I think it's very important and can help you to figure out where are you looking in your work process. Okay, I'm using 2 different colors for these, and also I have connected a step to a step, CFG to CFG. This is the CFG, this is the step, and this one is the noise seed. Okay, and after that I have to create a VAE decode. It needs a VAE, and the VAE should come from the refiner. And after that I have to add a save image node. So I think we have placed all the information, and also in my workflow I used some notes. Okay, only for myself, because having some description or prompt near them can help me. And some prompt for my negative. Okay. Okay. So let me write a prompt. This is my prompt. copy, paste, and the prompt that I used in art medium, in CLIPL, now is looking to the art medium. Okay, and also I want to add the inflatable. And for my negative prompt, because I want to create a realistic image, in my negative prompt only I am using one embedding unrealistic dream. If you don't know what is embedding, you can go to this link on Cbit AI and you can figure out that there is a file you can download and place in your ComfyUI model folder. Let me show you. Okay, in the embedding. Okay, the name is unrealistic dream. Before that, you should write the embedding, and it will help the AI, the Stable Diffusion, to create more realistic image if you use that in negative prompt. Okay, so it's all, and I am going to start Q prompt. The work is started. It is loading the checkpoint. It's going until step 20. And from 20, step number 20 up to 40, it's trying to process that with this version. If the result is oversaturated or burned, you have to check two parameters. At first, check your CFG value. And if you are using high CFG value, try to change the CFG. And also, please pay attention to the width of your prompt. Okay, for example, here, the width is 1.2. And one more time, I use this keyword in CLIPL. But sometimes it's related to these two parameters and you have to check. And also, maybe you are using lots of words and lots of similar prompts. So maybe they will cause for creating overburned or high saturated image. But with adjusting the CFG or adjusting the prompt widths, after that you can solve the problem. And the output quality could be increased, you can see here. Yes, you can see. And if I change the width of my prompts, yes, maybe this one would be better. It's completely related to you, but based on my experience, adjusting these two parameters is very important. In the next video, I want to explain and do some tests about the rules for the prompting in SDXL and also it's based on my experience, and it will help you to create more creative or more exact images. Hope to see you soon. Bye.